Nerves burning at night, your sleep position is blocking your body's repair. Here's what to do tonight. When you lie down, place your arm flat at your side, wrist straight, not bent under your pillow, not curled against your chest. That one position change opens the nerve tunnel in your wrist. It removes compression during the exact hours your body uses to repair nerve tissue. It costs nothing. Do it tonight. Think of your repair crew like a night shift. They only work between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. If your nerves are compressed at midnight, their crew can't get on site. Position is what opens the door. Let's go deeper into sleep position because it's not just about your wrists. One of the positions, if you sleep on your back, you want to put a pillow under your knees. This takes pressure off your lower spine and your sciatic nerve, the two most common sources of leg neuropathy during sleep. The second position you could do is on your side with pillows between your knees, as well as the hand positioning. This keeps your hips level and prevents the spinal compression that chokes nerve circulation in your lower legs during the night. The position you want to avoid is stomach sleeping. Stomach sleeping rotates your neck for 6 to 8 hours straight. That is continuous compression on the nerves that feed your arms and your hands. If you are a stomach sleeper and you wake up with hand tingling, that is not a coincidence. That is your position compressing your nerves for hours while you sleep. One transitional tip here is to place a body pillow along your side, or an ordinary pillow if you don't have one. It stops you from rolling onto your stomach automatically. You don't have to think about it. The pillow does the work. Now, let's look at your sleep environment. Temperature matters more than most people realize. The best room temperature for nerve repair is 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Why? Your core body temperature needs to drop 2 to 3 degrees to enter deep sleep, the stage where nerve repair actually happens. A hot room blocks that drop. 65 to 68 degrees, colder than you think. Try it this week. Now, side note, if you happen to be someone who runs a little hotter, drop it at least 2 to 3 degrees from what you normally sleep with, and that will make a change for you. The next thing, magnesium glycinate. Let's take this 30 minutes before bed. Not magnesium oxide, not magnesium citrate, glycinate specifically. It is the form that crosses into the nervous system most efficiently. For the dose, we're going to look 200 to 400 milligrams. Start at 200, work up slowly. Too much too fast can cause loose stool. Your body tells you clearly when you've taken too much. Here's what magnesium glycinate does while you sleep. First, it activates your GABA receptors. GABA is your nervous system's calm down switch. When GABA fires, nerve hypersensitivity drops. That burning electric feeling that keeps you awake, magnesium glycinate turns that signal down. Second, it supports myelin synthesis. That's a process of rebuilding the protective coating around your nerve fibers. This process is most active during deep sleep. Magnesium is a required cofactor. Without it, the repair crew shows up, but they do not have the right tools. 200 to 400 milligrams, 30 minutes before bed. Write it down. Number 3 is alpha lipoic acid. But here's the surprise. You take this one in the morning, not at night. 600 milligrams with breakfast every day. ALA is the only antioxidant that is both fat soluble and water soluble. That means it can reach nerve tissue that other antioxidants can't even get to. It neutralizes oxidative stress. That's the cellular rust that builds up on your nerve fibers, and it recycles other antioxidants like vitamin C, vitamin E, and multiplies their effects. So why in the morning? Because ALA energizes your mitochondria. Those are little power plants inside your cell. Taking it before bed can make it harder to fall asleep. Morning is the right timing. ALA during the day, magnesium glycinate at night. Together they cover the full 24-hour repair cycle. Here's your complete overnight protocol. Just 5 steps, 0 prescriptions. 7 p.m., let's start dimming your lights. Bright light delays melatonin production by up to 90 minutes, so darker is better. 8 p.m., no screens, or try to use blue light blocking glasses. If you gotta watch TV, make sure there's no blue light. That really messes things up. 9:30 p.m., take 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate with water. 10 p.m., in bed, on your back or your side. Wrist neutral. Room 65 to 68 degrees, or at least 2 to 4 degrees less than what you normally have it throughout the day, so you can get some restful sleep. And in the morning, back to that ALA for 600 milligrams with breakfast. That is the whole system. Now, here's some common mistakes that come across. Mistake number 1, buying magnesium oxide instead of glycinate. Oxide has less than a 4% absorption rate. You are paying for something that mostly ends up in the toilet. Number 2, keeping your phone on the nightstand. Even though you close eyelids, the light disrupts melatonin. Phone charging happens outside of the bedroom. Mistake number 3 is doing this for a week and stopping because you did not feel a difference. Magnesium takes 4 to 6 weeks minimum to reach tissue saturation. The repair is happening before you can even feel it. Here's your overnight checklist. Count how many of those you are already doing. Number 1, room 65 to 68. 2, arms and wrists in neutral position. 3, sleeping on your back or side, not your stomach. 4, lights dimming by 7 p.m. 5, no screens after 8 p.m. Count your number, drop it in the comments. 0 to 2, start with room temperature tonight. It is the easiest change with the biggest impact on deep sleep quality. 3 to 4, add magnesium glycinate this week. You are 1 supplement away from the full protocol. 5 out of 5, drop a comment that says night shift ready. You have built the full environment for nerve repair. That is not a small thing. If you've been following along with other videos like the seated exercises, the anti-inflammatory foods in another video, or the balance drills in another video, this is how it all connects. During the day, you are moving the nerves and feeding them. At night, you are creating the conditions for them to actually repair. The exercises signal the needs, the food supplies the materials. Sleep is when the construction crew gets to work. If this video helped you, subscribe. We're here every week. This is part of different protocols that we have on our channel here. Starts with just one thing. That's the adjustment. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you in the next video.